If you like cast-on stitch, which you can learn here on our YouTube channel, you will probably also like this double cast-on stitch. I've used these double cast-on stitches to decorate this little seahorse, which you can see on our Etsy shop. So let's learn how to do these double cast-on stitches. Now, double cast-on requires a lot of thread, so if you're making a lot of them, I recommend getting a nice long piece of thread. And as with the cast-on stitch, you will want to use a long skinny needle. This is a size 1 milliner's needle, and I have threaded it in with a size 5 pearl cotton. Now, for double cast-on stitch, you're going to thread your needle, double your thread over, and then knot it at the end so you can see that both ends are knotted together. Now let's work a double cast-on stitch. You'll bring your needle and thread up, okay, so both threads are up, and then come down. I'm going to make this stitch about 1/2 inch long. So I'll bring my needle in and then back out just below, almost in the same hole where those stitches first came up. Now, as you would do with a cast-on stitch or a bullion stitch, you're going to push your needle only part way through. Now for this stitch, you're going to now separate those two threads around the needle and pull them to the sides. Now it's gotten a little bit twisted in the eye of the needle, but that's okay. Just twist your needle until until the thread pulls freely through the eye of the needle. So now we're all set up to do the double cast-on stitch. Now I am right-handed, but I can cast on with either hand, and that's important for this stitch. So for my stitches that are going to be on the right, I'm going to cast on with my left hand. So this is the action that I use. Now this is done different ways by different people, but here's the action I use. I bring the thread over my left forefinger, flip it around, and then slide it onto the needle, pull it down, and then use my right hand to pull that stitch to the right. Now for the other side, for the left side, I'm going to use my cast on over my right forefinger. So bring the thread over that finger, flip it around to form that loop, slide it onto the needle, and then slide it down. So you want to snug these up. Don't pull them too tight, but make sure that they are to slide them all the way down to the needle and snug them up. Now I'm going to work from side to side. I'm going to use my left finger and pull that thread over to the right. Now I'm going to use my right hand and pull that thread to the left. And I'm going to keep casting on in this fashion until I have enough stitches to fill this space. Okay, so I just did the right. Now I'm going to make one on the left. I'll make a few more to fill that space. I think I need 2 more there. So you'll always want to have an even number of stitches as you're going side to side. Okay. Now your stitch should look like this, with the thread again pulling freely through the needle. Now I'm going to pinch that thread, pinch that stitch, as you would for the cast-on stitch, and pull the thread through the stitch. Now you'll always, it seems, have one thread get ahead of the other one. So you'll probably have to then pull these threads individually to get them both to come all the way through. Okay, Then you'll gently flip the stitch around and just press on it with your thumb and organize it onto your fabric. And there is your double cast on stitch. Now to finish that stitch, just go back in like this and pull your needle and thread through. Now here's a pro tip when you're doing the double cast on stitch. Since you're working with 2 threads, be sure to watch your back. Make sure that both threads have come through, both when you're starting this thread and when you're ending it. Now, double cast on stitch, as I've shown you on the little seahorse, can be used. You can use isolated stitches and then combine with other stitches. And here I've combined just 2 different colors of double cast on stitches to make this nice little flower shape.